Nation, it is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, I have Senor Fuego himself, the master chef, the one and only Chef Showtime. What's happening, my brother?
What's good? What's good?
Oh man, everything and nothing, my friend. Oh man, it's good to see you, Chef. What's been happening with you, my friend?
Same old working. Kids working.
Working, kids, and working. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some play in between there. You got to have some balance. You know what I'm saying? Some let me rest a little bit. Best Damn Nation. If you're listening to us online on Google Podcasts, on Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, you can check out the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me strip down real quick because the people said they need to hear their leader. Here I am. All right. If you're listening to us online, on any of those platforms, thank you for joining us. If you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you are watching us from, thank you for joining us, man. Best Damn Nation, go ahead and leave a comment in the box. Let me know how you doing, man. Listen, I know you missed us. We got to get into some of this action, man. First of all, Chef, I want to get into one of the things that has the boxing and the fight world all up in arms right now. And that is the Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury fight. Can we talk about it? Listen, I know we ain't get a chance to, man, and I know to some people this is a little old, but I gotta go ahead and get this in because I feel like your boy Francis Ngannou was definitely robbed of a win, and I think a lot of people in the fight world feel that way. I don't know what fight they were watching as far as the people that were scoring the fight, but it was not the same fight that everybody else saw. Especially after that knockdown. Now nobody thought that Tyson Fury would get knocked down, knocked out. None of that, buddy. And Francis Ngannou possesses the power of the gods, and he hit that boy with a Wakanda Forever punch and brought him to his knees. Man, and it was something beautiful. I mean, they posterized it too. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them Ali punches. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought that he can do it. He was definitely the underdog in that fight. If you look at and take a listen to his life story, man, it's definitely inspiring how he got to where he is from where he was. You know what I'm saying? So, just the journey for him to go into the fight world in general, and then for him to do boxing for the first time ever and tell everybody, I'm going to fight the champ. And he knocked down the people's champ. Nobody gave him a chance. By the end of everything, all the bets and odds was on Francis Ngannou to win. Man, that was an underdog story for your ass. He did not win the fight. I know a lot of people are let down about it that he did not win the fight. But Chef, man, let me know what your thoughts on it. Did you check it out? Did you see it? Did you see the knockdown heard around the world? This was definitely MMA versus boxing in its finest, man. And to be honest with you, I enjoyed every single minute of it. Did you like the fight, and what you think about Francis Ngannou lost to the champ Tyson Fury?
That was a tragedy. You know what I mean? Everybody. I watched the fight. We watched Francis beat that boy down. You feel me? But they ain't gonna let nobody from UFC just come in and knock out the champ and take the championship. It's not gonna happen. You feel me? And it makes it worse. It's a big black man beating on another white man. You know, ain't trying to say it was racist, but we all know.
I don't think the race has a lot to do with it, man.
It did.
Well, Tyson Fury. Well, I mean, there was some racial undertones about it. You know, you kind of gotta be real with yourself. It was some undertone, but nobody really cared about that. It was really the champ versus the newbie that felt like he can come into the boxing world and do something. And he fought probably one of the greatest champions of the last 20, 30 years, I would say.
I wouldn't say all of that.
I mean, the boy's record
It's
is impeccable. I mean, you can't.
like
I mean, other than this little blemish that he just had with Ngannou, man, you know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury is still considered to be one of the I ain't gonna say the greatest, but one of the best fighters of this era.
his technique. It's like I watch Tyson Fury fights. He fight people that's smaller than him. He put his weight on them, tire him out, then beat him up. That don't make you a good fighter. That make you a smart one, but it's not make you a good fighter. You know what I mean? Like he did when he fought Deontay Wilder. Same stuff. Put his weight on him, then beat him up.
Man, I think that Francis Ngannou in his small time period in boxing has surpassed a lot of people because they were impressed at how he performed so well during this fight, man. Let's go out to the Best Damn Nation real quick. What's up, guys? Greetings from Germany. What's happening, Germany?
What's good?
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you showing us some love, man. Shout out to everybody in Germany, man, and overseas in those European countries. We love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Austria. They love us down there in Austria. They watch us heavy. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our most watched countries. They love these boys down there in Austria. But anyway, this fight was probably one of the most exciting fights in probably a long time that I actually got excited to see because I love the heavyweights. To me, the heavyweight division back in the day when Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson and all those guys was all Evander Holyfield, when all those guys was boxing, man, that was prime TV. Everybody wanted to see those fights. The heavyweights were the main attraction. And I think that within this fight, this is the only time that I know where the heavyweights kind of dominated and everybody wanted to see this fight. Everybody and their mama wanted to see this fight. And, Francis Ngannou, man, you ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. You ain't got nothing to hold your head down. I know he felt like he was a little slighted. You know what I'm saying? I know he felt like he should have won that fight. Best Damn Nation, put your comments in the comment box if you feel like Fury won that fight fair and square, or if you think that was some intermingling going on. I think somebody was paid off.
Yep.
You want my honest opinion? I think that the refs and whoever was scoring the cards, I think they said, hey, no matter what, he don't get out of here with a win. You know what I'm saying? It almost reminds me, what was that movie? With your boy, anyway, I can't even think of the movie. Called Bashir. What was his name? He played it. He was like a Navy diver, and for some reason they were trying to sabotage his bag, and they said, "Hey, don't let him up." During the final.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's skipping my mind right now, and I want to tell it so it makes sense. But anyway, they threw all these challenges, and they ripped his bag, and then spread all his tools all around, and it was like he doesn't come up until he finishes or until he passes out. And he ended up completing it and pulled it out. But it kind of felt like everything was against Ngannou. Nobody expected him to do what he did. And now, I think if he joins the boxing world like I think he wants to, I think he would probably be one of the most talked about and one of the most exciting heavyweight boxers. could be. He has that potential to be. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear about what happened at the end?
What happened at the end?
His daddy called out Mike Tyson.
Man, nobody want to see his old ass daddy fight Mike Tyson. First of all, no, listen, sit your old ass at home. You ain't even supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you're supposed to do is support your son. You up here trying to fight Mike Tyson. Don't nobody know you. They only know you for being Tyson Fury dad. Sit your old ass down, drink some water, eat some grapes, and have a good day, sir. I say good day to you, sir. Don't nobody want to see your ass fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson will maul this dude. Do you understand? I don't want to see a murder in the ring of old dudes that want to throw around some testosterone. Nobody want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to see that. And if they do, then I hope, if they do end up drying the ink on that, I hope Mike Tyson knock his ass out. Not some sense into him, Mike. Not some sense into him. That's all I'm saying. But a lot of people feel like Ngannou won that fight, man. I feel that way. I feel like he, from watching the playbacks and everything, I feel like that he won that fight. You know what I'm saying? So what's next for him? I would love to see him and Deontay Wilder, whether in MMA, because I know Deontay has been training in MMA. But I would love to see them in the ring together. I don't care what it is. I don't care if they slap boxing. I don't care if they pillow fighting. I want to see them in the ring going at it. Somebody got to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to get knocked out, and I got to see it. Because if I ain't see it, then it ain't happening.
Yep.
Straight like that. Oh, man. Chef, man, listen, we got to talk about some more wrestling, man, and some wrestling controversy. I don't know if you guys know a little bit about the NWA product. I know we talk about NWA. NWA is probably one of the oldest wrestling companies out there. It's a little bit older than WWE, I believe. And they have numerous Hall of Fame champions that came up and through NWA. Well, NWA is in the news because they're trying to ink a deal with the CW network. I don't know if y'all remember the CW. That's when all them vampire shows used to come on. They used to have all the good cartoons back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like Killer Tomatoes, Attack of the Alien Tomatoes, something like that. Power Rangers used to show up on the CW. You know what I'm saying? Dawson's Creek used to show up on the CW. And then now the CW has all of DC Comics stuff. So they got like the Flash and all that. But so they're trying to ink a deal with the CW. But now they have some stuff that just came out that was very disturbing on TV. Live on TV. There's a character named Father James. Excuse me. Father James looked like the devil in every sense of the word. He just looked like he has a red suit. He has one of them handlebar mustaches. He looks completely evil. For some reason, they were doing right after the match or in the middle of the match, it kind of panned up to him. And I think they were celebrating something. Now, I don't know if it was part of the segment, if it was supposed to be there or not. But this dude was up there partying and having a good time. Let me show the picture. That's right. You see it. The guy in the red suit. He is Father James. He has surrounded himself with ladies of the night, I would assume. And they are up there doing cocaine. That's right. The hard stuff. That white girl. Booger sugar. You know what I'm saying? That up all night. That ooh-wee. Man, they up there having a good old time. And I'm talking about on TV. Snorting lines on TV. What has the world come to, Chef? It's nothing sacred.
That's entertainment.
Is nothing sacred anymore? Let's talk about it, man. What you think about it? I know you saw it, man. What's your thoughts about it?
Man. It was funny to me. Like, man, You see the mat, camera pan over, they got a table full of it. I don't know if that was supposed to. God, baby powder. It's a real powder sugar. I just started laughing.
You gotta hit the Kevin Hart with that. Don't you know we can see you? we all see you. Come on, Father James. You can't do me like that, man. You can't do me like that. You're gonna be on TV and the kids is watching. I know they're like, is he playing with pixie dust? Is that baby powder?
That's Peter Pan.
No, you about to snort that and fall asleep and have a good day. Man, boy, what is the world coming to? I don't know if that's a marketing ploy, or I don't know if he was actually doing that, or if that was scripted. I don't even know why they would even have that.
But you know they're trying to make CW kind of dark now.
Oh, that's dark, all right. That's a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
That is a good way to go about it, buddy. I'm just saying. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Don't drink caffeine and eat too much sugar. But they, I thought that was crazy. But now they put their deal in jeopardy because the NXT WWE has come around and they're looking for a new home to put NXT on. And it looks like they might ink that deal. Now, did they put themselves in jeopardy in NWA from a TV deal because of this stunt with Father James snorting that booger sugar with the ladies up the night surrounding him on TV? Or was WWE already going to move in and get this deal anyway? But what if they both ink a deal? What does that look like? What nights do NWA take, and then what nights do NXT take? Inquiring minds would like to know. We'll see. But man, I think that if NXT takes the deal with the CW, I think that'll be good and bad because I don't even know if I got the CW. So if I want to watch NXT, I got to look through my local channel provider to see if I still got the CW. And if I can watch NXT at all. But I think it'll be a good deal for NXT. I think if NWA ends up inking that deal, it'll be really good for them. But you can't have people snorting the hard stuff, the grown-up candy on TV, and expect that there won't be no ramifications. Because the CW network has sponsors that they have to answer to. And you can't be doing Booger Sugar live on TV. Not unless you're moving.
That's good for views.
Yeah. Straight up in that. Chef, let's talk about Crown Jewel, man. Crown Jewel just happened. And I think it was a great event. I think the WWE kind of slid out Saudi Arabia with like $50 million and a little bit of push. Saudi Arabia be paying, man. Why you think all the sports, the UFC and the boxing and the WWE, why you think they going to Saudi Arabia? Because they gonna pay them what they worth. They gonna stop going to these little rinky-dink ass towns in Ohio and putting on wrestling events when they could go to Saudi Arabia one time and make probably over $80 million. Anyways, Saudi Arabia, I thought was a solid event. Had a lot of good matches, had a lot of hard-hitting matches. Chef, why are you shaking your head, sir? You didn't like the event?
I didn't like it.
Why? Well, you know how we do it, man. We got to go to school and rate Crown Jewel. Chef, you know how we do it, man. Grab your backpacks and your pencils. We going back to school.
Excuse me, class. Class. Shut up!
Wow! Jeff, what grade would you give Crown Jewel Saudi Arabia?
A C.
C. You got to explain yourself. I ain't gonna say explain. You got to explain yourself, sir. Explain it.
Man, what drops it down to a C for me,
For you.
you brought in Logan Paul
Okay.
to take the belt from Rey Mysterio. No.
And you
No.
have a problem with that, sir?
Yes.
Has not Logan Paul proved himself?
No.
Has not Logan Paul brought more eyes to the product?
That's okay. I give him that because his Logan Paul. All the controversies that surround it.
Logan Paul damn near put on at least a 3.5, 4-star match every time he steps in the ring.
He do the same stuff. Same
Does
move.
not Logan Paul deserve to be United States champion if he's going to bring more eyes to that championship belt? I got to talk. I'm gonna give the event a solid B. It was good. Could have been better. It was good. Let's talk about it real quick. You just mentioned one of the big matches that was on the card. Rey Mysterio, the legendary luchador, Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. Man, a lot of people liked this match. I thought the match was good. It was a lot of high spots. I knew they were going to have a fast kind of high flying style match. I knew that they were going to have that type of match. There was one spot where Ray kind of bounced off the ropes and he was supposed to land on Logan Paul, and I think Logan Paul was out of place, and then he ended up putting his stuff in place and catching Ray before he landed on his face.
Mm-hmm.
He had his hands down a little bit, but a lot of people were saying Logan Paul saved Rey Mysterio. I was like, no, Logan Paul was out of place. He was supposed to be closer. And Rey Mysterio just did Rey Mysterio thing, man. And he just ended up catching him at the last moment, but that was definitely his fault. But I liked the match. I thought the match was good. Best Damn Nation, man. If you like the Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio match, let us know in the comment box. I thought that the match was good. Chef said it was booty. He don't deserve.
I give it 2 thumbs down.
2 thumbs down, man. You are harsh, man. I like that Logan Paul has this belt because Logan Paul definitely has the platform to be able to promote WWE. He can go anywhere and have that belt, and people are going to be interested in why he has that belt. For instance, Dominic Mysterio has the North American Championship belt. With him bringing that belt to main roster, is it not putting more eyes on the North American Championship? Yes, it is. It's doing more. And as much as I wanted that belt to stay down to NXT, as much as I wanted that belt to stay down to NXT, I can say that Dominic is a great North American champion.
It's not Dominic that's bringing eyes to the belt. It's mommy bringing eyes to the belt. Because Dominic ain't nothing without mommy.
Ain't nothing without mommy. Well,
you know that.
Well, I think that that's the part of being in the faction, man. You're supposed to have people to watch your back, and Dominic and Maria definitely watch each other back. So I'm not mad at that at all. That's what you're supposed to do in the faction. If you're in the faction and your members ain't watching your back and you getting beat up all the time, I think you might need to leave. Join another game. Maybe you need to join the church group. Go to the library. Just read some books. That ain't for you. If you get beat up all the time and don't none of your people come to your rescue, something wrong. Something wrong. So I like how Judgment Day's dynamic is, man, and how they support each other. But I think that Logan Paul having this belt is definitely going to be good for the product. And I think that he's going to be a great United States champion, man. No slight to Ray. Ray did good, but Ray I like the second win that Ray got, but Ray ain't really do much for the belt other than give some young people some opportunities, which I appreciate that. But
See,
Logan Paul is
I
going
would have,
to.
I would have liked it more if they'd have went old school, like how Stone Cold used to take people belts. If he would have stole the belt, it'd have made a better story for him to get it back. You feel me? He stole the belt, go to this little podcast, waving the belt. Yeah. But him winning it, no.
Listen, this is the part that I liked about that match. At the end of the match, Logan Paul went up to Rey Mysterio and tried to give Rey his flowers. Hey, look, thank you for this opportunity. You're one of the greatest luchadors of all time. I appreciate it. Rey looked at him and said, you know what you did. You know what you did. If you haven't watched the match, at the end of the match, Logan Paul had some brass knuckles. Now, I kind of blame Santos Escobar because he was trying to help Rey because Logan Paul was one of his cronies, tried to give him the brass knuckles at the end of the fight. Santos jumped out the crowd, you know what I'm saying, chased the guy away, grabbed the brass knuckles, and somehow he put them on the ring. So I don't know why he did that. He didn't have to do that, but I see a heel turn.
That was a setup.
I see a heel turn coming. Good guy turn bad guy. You see it all the time. You see it all the time. But listen, Santos, I think Santos is about to turn on Rey, and the LWO was going to be heels like I think they should be. You know what I'm saying? Kick Rey out the group, maybe bring somebody else in. I'm not sure where Carlito fit. I don't know if he really fits in this day and age. He almost feels like a Shelton Benjamin to me. Where you have all this talent and all this raw power, and Carlito is not. He is not that guy. I don't know what they expect them from Carlito to do within the not NWO. Lord Jesus, they are not
LWO.
But being the muscle, that is not it. But I think Santos is about to turn on Rey Mysterio, man. I can see it brewing. But I think that match was good. Shout out to Logan Paul, man. Congratulations for winning the United States Championship. I know you're going to do some great things with that belt. And I'm interested to see what Logan Paul does and what kind of interactions he can have with the rest of the talent on the roster. Let's talk about one of the matches where I don't know where one of the wrestlers is going. Solo Sikoa had a absolute showing against John Cena. He beat the hell out of John Cena. It felt bad. John Cena went in with strategy though. John Cena wanted to take out Solo Sikoa's weapon, which was his finisher, which was the thumb to the neck. So he attacked his hand the whole match, which was great, brilliant strategy. That's what you're supposed to do, John. But you're also supposed to wear your opponent down. And you won't hitting them in the chest. You won't doing no slams. You won't doing nothing that you would normally do to your opponents to wear them down. And Solo Sikoa, man, he just young, man, got more stamina. And he just jabbed the shit out of John Cena. He poked holes all in John Cena. You know what I'm saying? It felt bad. Oh, man. It felt bad. You know what it was like? You remember them Capri Suns and you try to get the hole, but you end up messing up the hole and poking holes everywhere else but the hole they're supposed to go into. That's how he was poking John Cena. He was going to get this straw in this Capri Sun real quick. He was jabbing the shit out of John Cena. I felt bad for John, man. And I don't know if John is retiring after this. I think he absolutely should. His days as the John Cena of old are gone. And I think that the behind the stage kind of thing where he got to try out different jobs. He was a commentator one time. He was a referee in a match. All of this happened pretty recently. I guess he was trying to figure out where he fit in the WWE. And it's great to have a short-term storyline like that where you can kind of just bow out and say thank you to the wrestling world. It feels like John Cena is retiring, man, because he's not a threat anymore. He's not John Cena of old. Uh, he can still talk. He can still go. He can still bring eyes to the product, but he is not in ring shape at all. And
Ain't the writer strike
it's
over?
sad to see the legends and your heroes kind of wither away, man. And I think that he needs to go kind of bow out and not keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see it. You know, that's why I kind of really have no interest in watching Edge fight in AEW like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't because it's like he's not the same. He don't move the same, and when he gets hit, I'm scared. When he gets dropped on his head and in the back of his neck, I get scared. You know what I'm saying? Um, Daniel Bryan just had an injury again, man, and you know that's sad to see. I don't want DB going out like that, bro. I don't want him going out like that with an injury. You know what I mean? But you know, I guess these guys, man, they got to try to find their way and figure out like where they want to be and how they want their career to look. But John Cena, man, looked like he was about to retire. And if he does retire, hey, thank you, John Cena. You want to say some things about this match between John Cena and Solo Sikoa, Chef?
Nope. It just that match was just.
Did you like
We
the
knew.
match at all? Did you like the fight?
I like Solo. Yeah, I knew he was gonna put a beating on him, but I think the writer strike is over now. That's why he's bowing out.
And I can kind of see that. Man, they just folded like laundry, bro. They don't really know how to protest that well. You know what I'm saying?
They
What's
broke.
like 4 months? They was like, oh, we just gonna stall them out for 4 months to see how hungry they get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wow, that was a very short-lived movement. You know what I'm saying? I kind of expected them to kind of hold on, hold tight, but you know, you can't stop the inevitable, man. AI is here, bro. Hey, I ain't talking about Allen Iverson. I'm talking about the age of technology and information is officially here, Jack. Listen, Chef, we both live in Phoenix, right? And I'm gonna get back to this wrestling real quick. But we both live in Phoenix, right? I was telling my wife, man, I was like, look, if I went and 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 talk to somebody that's been incarcerated, right, uh, for life, and you tell them that here in Phoenix, Arizona, that they have self-driving cars and robot dogs that roam the street. It's what? We are officially in the future. I don't know if you've seen this around, but I just seen random robots just walking around all free, all willy nilly, like everything cool. Self-driving cars that just drive right past it. Ain't nobody in it. It's scary. But yeah, man. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to this wrestling. I just wanted to tell y'all that little tidbit. We also had Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, man, and we saw one of what the hell you doing? we saw one of the WWE favorites, man, come back. Your girl Kyrie Zane came at the end of the match and ended up helping out your girl Io Sky. Now Belly came down to help out Io Sky in her match with Bianca Belair, and Bailey did not fare out too well. But I'm happy to see Kyrie Zane back, man, because the last time we seen Kyrie Zane, I believe she was getting beat up by Damage Control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I believe she was
Basically, put
getting
her
beat
out.
up by Damage Control, and she had screamed out Oscar for her to help. And next thing you know, she left, and she wasn't in WWE no more. And now she is back, and she kind of teamed up with Io Sky. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I don't know how they're gonna play the storyline out. Eventually, I think that her and Bailey are gonna start beefing, and Bailey is gonna challenge her for her belt. probably going to be the one to take it off of her. I kind of see that playing out because Bailey is a workhorse, man. Bailey has been doing amazing ever since she's came back. And she's kind of the unsung story, but she has been consistent and consistently driving storyline, consistently having good matches. The match with her and Bianca Belair on Friday was better than the match at Crown Jewel. And I would have rather saw that fight at Crown Jewel because it was a banger. And I'm like, man, they going at it because they have that chemistry and that history, man. But I actually like that fight better than the Io Sky and Bianca Belair fight. Bianca lost. I think Bianca should go heel, man. I think she should go heel and just start whooping people. You saw her pull out that braid on Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see it. But the return of Kairi Sane, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Are you excited to see Kairi Sane back in the fold, Chef?
I think they're gonna be tag team champions again.
Okay.
Because in NXT it was tag champions.
They was tag. Were they tag champions in NXT? Okay.
It was a tag team. That's why Bailey's nervous.
Places, but okay. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I think Kairi Sane has one of the most prettiest elbows, man, from the top rope. I think her elbow is beautiful. The way she hit it is crazy, but
She look like Macho Man.
It do, you know what I'm saying? But it's like graceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but she has one of the best elbow drops in the game, man. But shout out to Kairi Sane. I'm excited to see what you do. Welcome back to the NXT product, man. And hopefully, she wins some gold on her second round here on the main roster. Let's talk about Drew versus Seth Rollins, Chef. I love that match. I thought it was a hard-hitting match. It had a lot of heart. I was rooting. I ain't gonna lie. I am a Seth Rollins fan. I'm a Drew McIntyre fan. But in this fight, I was rooting for Drew. I thought Drew was gonna get it. I thought Drew had a second opportunity to kind of do something. Drew's star is not as big as Seth Rollins anymore, but Drew definitely has all the tools to be able to take it forward. Seth Rollins still got more in the tank, man, and Drew ended up losing fair and square. There was no interference. There was no tomfoolery. It was a fair and square fight, man, and I love that. I love seeing. I get tired of seeing false finishes. So I love seeing two competitors duke it out, man. And they ended up putting it all on the line. What did you think about the Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre fight?
Oh, I was digging that fight. It was a big, nice little slobber knocker. You know, I really thought what Judgment Day is going to do more interfering, but it was a good match.
Yeah, they didn't interfere in that match, and I'm happy that they didn't. The match before, though, Damian Priest did come down to the ring, and he was going to cash in on Seth Rollins. And then your boy Sami Zayn came to the rescue of Seth Rollins and stole the briefcase from Damian Priest so he could not cash in. I thought that was funny and kind of cool that they were able to do that. And now Sami has this vengeance with Judgment Day. He's going to try to take down each one of Judgment Day so they do not become the bloodline. I think that's kind of interesting that he's doing that. And so it kind of, prolongs Damian Priest cash in. And I'm happy because I don't want Damian Priest to cash in right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's good and he's high, I want the higher ups are already raving about him and saying that he's good in ring and he's a workhorse and that definitely going to put the gold on him. He already has gold on him now. But they definitely going to make him champion. When? I don't know. But I think
My bad.
I think if Damian Priest get more people to say his name and put more air about his name, I think that Damian Priest will be your next WWE champion?
I gave some misinformation.
Was
It
that?
was Oscar that was Kyrie saying
I was
tag
about
team
to say the
partner.
Kabuki Warriors. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I just remember Asuka and Kairi Sane being tag team. Matter of fact, Paige at the time, or Soraya as she's known now, she was their
Hmm.
manager at that time. So you're right, yeah. Um, I was like, when were they tag teams? I was trying to find it, but thank you for that correction, Chef. Thank you for that correction. Um, Man, let's go over to one of the big matches of the night, man. Roman Reigns versus LA Knight. Yeah. Um, I thought it was too early for LA Knight. I knew LA Knight was gonna lose. I thought that he had a great momentum about him. I don't all I don't all the way believe in LA Knight inside the ring though. And maybe I'm tripping. But I was watching his match and I'm like, man, he's really he can do some stuff, but he's really generic. He's not really exciting to watch in the ring. He's excited when he gets the fans behind him and the catchphrases. But I'm watching from a technical aspect, and I'm like, hmm, he ain't ready yet. I kind of feel like he needs some more matches, man. And he has some matches, and maybe this was his time. But I don't know if he can continue this same momentum going into WrestleMania. And I know a lot of people are saying that they don't believe that he can either. And I'm not saying that he can't. He absolutely looked like he belonged at that moment. He absolutely owned Roman Reigns when he came in on his entrance music the Friday before. And when they had the confrontation, and Roman Reigns was coming down the ring, and LA Knight music hit in the middle of Roman Reigns' entrance. Disrespectful to the tribal chief, first of all. But then, they had this banter back and forth. Roman said what he said. LA Knight said some things, got the catchphrases, yeah, in there a couple of times. But he looked like he belonged there. He looked like he belonged in that moment. I'm glad he got that opportunity to sit there and wrestle Roman Reigns. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have gotten that opportunity. I'm just saying they might have pulled the trigger a little bit too early, and they didn't let LA Knight cook, man. And I think if they would have let LA Knight cook, which is, like I said, this is probably the biggest LA Knight is gonna best. It's probably the biggest match he's gonna have while he's on this roster, unless he goes to Raw or the NXT and does some things in either Raw or NXT. But until Roman loses that belt, if LA Knight is on SmackDown, Jack, he will not get what he is looking for, and that is to be the WWE champion. Because I see Roman holding that belt up until next year. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I thought he might have dropped it. I mean, if he was going to drop it and do something else, probably the Saudi Arabia event would have been a great way to do it. But he ain't dropped that belt, man. And you knew something was going to happen. I love LA Knight. I think LA Knight has had one of the fastest growing careers. And I've been an LA Knight fan ever since he was Eli Drake. But to be honest with you, man, I think that they pulled the trigger too early, man. And, they should have let LA Knight cook. They should have gave LA Knight the struggle story, bro. They should have gave him the Kofi struggle story and put him through every challenge, every rung. They kind of tried to do it when he faced certain members of the bloodline, but it didn't feel right. Maybe I'm tripping. Best Damn Nation, let me know if I'm tripping. But I think that they pulled the trigger too early on LA Knight, man, and that may cause his glow to fizzle down unless he has some really great matches leading up into WrestleMania. Leading up to the Royal Rumble, because he has the opportunity possibly to win the Royal Rumble if he can continue his red hot streak to the top. But if LA Knight rises, does that mean that Cody Rhodes falls? Good question, ain't it, Chef? Yeah. Best Damn Nation, let us know what you think. I thought this match could have been better. It was okay. It was okay. I thought the match could have been better. They tried to do the story where Roman, LA Knight kind of gets screwed out of his win by the bloodline. Man, you ought to know that's going to happen. Have you not been watching the product for the last 3 years? LA Knight, have you not been seeing what the blood, just because they are a little weak and not as strong as they used to be, doesn't mean that they are not still conniving jackals that are ready to tear your head off at any chance they get. Have you not been watching the product? You knew your ass was going to get junked. You should have had an insurance policy. But instead, you pissed on everybody on the way up. And on the way down, it ain't gonna feel like rain. It's still gonna feel like somebody pissing. Anyway, let's talk about the 5-way women's match with Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, Zoe Stark, Nia Jax, and Rhea Ripley. Chef, what did you think about this fight?
That was a good match. It could have been better, but it was a good match. They gave Rhea a run for her money.
Yeah, I liked a lot of things about the match. I appreciated it for what it was, but I did not like how they put all of Rhea's possible strongest competitors all in the same ring together, and it kind of takes the threat and the sting away from the women's contention. Because now, Rhea Ripley ended up winning this fight. Now she has a fight with Rhea Ripley at Survivor. No, excuse me. Rhea Ripley has a fight with Zoe Starks at Survivor Series coming up. And I think that's going to be a good fight. But I think by putting all the baddest women in the women's division on Raw in the same match and having Rhea dominate all of those women really took a lot of the sting and thunder away from Nia's coming back, from Shayna Baszler, all the work that she did to become named the baddest after she beat Ronda Rousey, and that whole storyline that kind of got fizzled out. Raquel Rodriguez is a powerhouse that was on the rise, and I thought for sure that she was going to have a one-on-one thing with Rhea, and that kind of fizzled out. And now Zoe Starks has that position, and once she loses to Mommy, she's going to same thing is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to go right back to there not really being a threat for Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw for her belt. I want to see better. I want to see more. But Chef, you say you like this fight?
I loved it.
Do you think that Zoe Starks is going to pose a real threat to Rhea Ripley?
Yeah. She's a nice up and comer. I used to watch her in NXT. She beastie. I think she'll give Rhea a run for her money.
Okay.
Underdog.
She is an underdog, man. I like it. I like where it's going. I want to see more of Zoe Stark, but I want to see her character kind of come out and evolve, man. And if her character doesn't come out and evolve, then she's going to be stuck mid-card. She's going to be like a Shayna Baszler, somebody who is a real threat, can definitely wrestle, can definitely go, but can't really find her footing. And I don't want her to kind of fall into that whole grip and that whole demise right there, man. So, yeah. Chef, listen, man. I want to watch some videos and see how you feel about it. We got to rate some of these videos on the slide of darn to damn. This is one of our favorite segments, Best Damn Nation. You can put damn or darn in the comment box and let us know what you think. this is one of the first videos that we have. I want you to rate this on the scale of darn to damn. He needs some milk.
That's a damn. You should have ducked that one.
Hit his ass with a front kick straight to the jaw.
And did you hear a slap?
Yeah, it was nasty. It did not.
It was all toes in his mouth.
All kind of toes, big toe, little toe, sucking on toes. Yeah. If I ever try to fight somebody and they start warming up their legs and start throwing leg kicks, I'm leaving. I'm not messing with you. What? You know some shit that I don't know. You know what, brother? I apologize. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna bite.
If a dude trying to fight you, he starts stretching his legs and he start doing little leg kicks. Yeah, you might want to get out of there. Chef, I got another one for you, man. Rate this video from darn to damn.
That's a damn hook kick. Hey, but you notice how her kick sounds way more solid than his?
Oh man, yeah, she put her whole kneecap in that. That definitely hurt. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Let me show you another video of things that make you say that.
What's he got in mind?
He's crazy. He's gonna hurt himself.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And Derek Frazier got the pin.
That was messed up in a lot of different ways.
I'll give that a darn.
Yeah, but when he landed, his foot hit him in the place where he make babies. And I don't think that felt too good, man. Oh, man. Listen, I got some more videos. We were talking about the bloodline earlier. I got a couple of videos featuring the bloodline. I want to get your thoughts on the show. Let's check this video.
Can I take one picture?
Nope.
Please.
You got the wrong shirt on. And your hat. Shove it up. Hell no, dude. Wrong hat, wrong shirt on, dude. Hell no, dude.
Please.
That is Jimmy and Solo, and there's a fan that's trying to get their autograph in that picture, but he has on a John Cena outfit. I'm talking about hat, shirt, shoes, shorts, everything. Jimmy like, hell no, man, get out of here. I'm not signing nothing, taking no picture with you. You got the wrong stuff on. You supposed to have some Uso stuff on day one. He did not, man. Listen, I got another video. You know that Solo Sikoa is the definitely enforcer of the bloodline. Let me show you guys what Solo Sikoa does when the tribal chief is not around and Paul Heyman is not getting his phone rang by Roman Reigns.
Hey, there he is. Hey.
Down, do your thing. Solo Sikoa is out here doing the Cupid shuffle when Roman Reigns is not around. Happy Solo is good. I like Happy Solo. Yeah, Happy Solo is good. Listen, beautiful people. I think I'm gonna do one more video. Have you been watching Power Slap, Chef? I catch it every once in a while. Usually I watch it when somebody gets slapped. But I had to put this on this segment, man, because it always is always interesting to me. Beautiful people, prepare yourself for more things that make you say, damn. nasty.
Nah, it's the head hitting the little table for me.
Yeah, it's the head hitting the table. That
2 for 1.
Yeah, that double action. Man, yeah, when that head hit the table, Jackie, that's when you know it's night. Goodbye. Take a melatonin and go to sleep. Call me in the morning. Oh man. Well, look, Chef. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Chef, let the beautiful people know what you guys going on and where they can find you.
Right now, I have nothing going on, but still preparing, looking for this food truck.
All right.
You can find me on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Chef Showtime, or Dante Carter.
All right. You guys go check out Chef and see everything that Chef Showtime got going on. Hold on, I'm trying to get my camera together real quick. There we go. Hey, I was a little blurry. My name is Brian Renegade. You can find me on all platforms at Brian Renegade and see what I got going on. Got all kind of stuff that's happening right now. So you can check out Blue Hearts for Autism and support a good cause. We support Blue Hearts and we spread autism awareness to help people find resources. We also have a podcast coming out called Ain't That Autism, where we interview experts that are in their field and give information about autism and autism awareness and with children who have special needs. So go check that out. We also have a sensory store on Shopify and on Amazon. So go check that out whenever you get a chance. And also, if you want to join my food journey, man, just go over to phoenixfoodies.com and check what your boy got going. We are the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, man. Thank you for joining us on all the platforms that you get your podcast. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, if you're looking at us, we appreciate you joining us and watching us. Shout out to all of our Best Damn Nation all around the country, all around the world that check out the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, that listen to you boys. We appreciate that. Chef, we do this each and every week, man. We got to give a word of motivation, give a word to help people get through their day, get through their week. You know what I'm saying? Confucius say, Chef, do you have a final word for your
Yeah. Let me see. Put faith in yourself before you put it into anybody else. It's only you to let yourself down.
I like that, Chef. Put faith in yourself before you put faith in anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to just believe in yourself and believe that you can get out of your situation. Sometimes you got to see yourself in the position in life that you want to be. You got to keep yourself encouraged, keep yourself motivated, keep yourself uplifted, surround yourself around positive people and positive messaging, because you can change your life just by speaking it and visualizing it and putting the right people in your circles to be able to elevate you to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So definitely you can do all that if you believe in yourself, that you can do it, that you can change yourself, that you can change your life. Stay motivated, my peoples. Stay motivated. That was a great word from your boy, Chef Showtime. I heard this quote, right? And usually, I pray and I ask God for things, but whenever I talk to my pops, he always prays for wisdom, right? And I think that's something that I started really paying attention to and asking for myself, is to have wisdom in all things. and wisdom is just knowledge applied. Once you know something, once you apply that knowledge, that is wisdom because it's something that you've experienced, that you've been through, that you learned from, and something that you can use later on. So ask for wisdom in all things. Get clarity within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Try to learn something every day. Learn something about yourself every day. If you do the internal work, then whenever you try to attract the people that you want to attract, they will be attracted to you because you will be an attractive person. It ain't got nothing to do with what you look like. It got everything to do with your aura. I seen more ugly dudes pull pretty chicks than anything. And it's all because they got a mystique, they got an aura about them, and something about it. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. Learn something new every day. Learn something about yourself. Learn something about your partner. If you got somebody who you're a partner with, learn something new about them. Learn something new about your kids. Your kids are always into new stuff. Learn something new about them. You know what I'm saying? And the things that you learn that are valuable to your life, apply them in your life. And you will have the wisdom that you seek. That is a word from your boy, Brian Renegade. Chef, did you like that word?
Yep.
I appreciate that, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I try to get my TD Jakes on. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while. You know, I got to spread love and spread light to the beautiful people. Listen, guys, we can't hold you no more. Thank you for joining us. Check us out next week. We will have more members of the Best Damn Crew on the show. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't had the opportunity, go and check out, see what Mr. Everything got going on at official Mr. Everything. You can check out his TikTok and his Instagram and Facebook. And then if you want to check out LP, and LP got a big fashion show coming up in Durham. So if you want to get tantalized, I think it's like a lingerie fashion show that he throwing for the city. So if you want to check out what your boy LP got going on, man, go over to One Click Photography Shoots and check and see what your boy LP got going on. Give him some love. You know, show him just a little bit of love. A little bit of love goes a long way. You dig what I'm saying? And if you want to support the show, if you want to go on our other platforms and support what we got going on, you can go to our Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You can visit our Facebook group at the Best Damn Wrestling Nation. You can visit our Facebook page where we have all of our content at the BD Wrestling Podcast. You can join us on X or Twitter, as it used to be called, at Best Damn Crew. You can join us on our Twitch at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, and you can even view us on TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. And if you want to support the show, well, the only thing that you have to do is go over to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/TheBestDamnWrestlingPodcast. For as low as $5, you can join our group. You can join the boys. We got all kind of exclusive content. We got shirts, hats, mugs, all kind of goodies for your pleasure. So go check us out on Patreon, www.patreon.com/TheBestDamnWrestlingPodcast. Man, we got more interviews coming. We growing, y'all. We doing the damn thizzle. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for watching us and supporting us. Even if you don't watch wrestling, you don't know nothing about wrestling, tell your uncles and tell your mammy and them that the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast got the best thing smoking, Jack. You know what I'm saying? And support your boys. Chef, sir, you are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time on the next Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We love you all. And we bid you adieu.